It's kind of a sad day. I have to get rid of my dogwood tree. It was originally a pink dogwood and it died all the way to the ground, and then like these little suckers you see here, it grew this one white one, but it has borers in it and it's just looking very, very sick. The leaves are just looking very wilty looking, and there is a lot of damage of the borers in here. And down here you can see where the original tree was. So I did get quite a few years out of this. I think I had it about 25 years, I think this tree's been here. But the good thing about it is I have a Tricolor Beech here, which I have moved already once, but it's getting kind of strangled by this grass, ornamental grass, which I do usually have to like tie, and that's always another fun thing to do. But this Tricolor Beech I'm going to put here. I would move the red bud, but this is one that's been started here by a seed, and it seems like every time I try to move one of these, it dies on me. So I really didn't want this here. Thus, you know, I have that, and I thought I could move the red bud, which I had another one here and I moved it and it died. So I'm letting this one grow and it'll shade, and hopefully it'll shade the pond a little bit in the early morning. And hopefully the Tricolor Beech takes forever to grow, but it'll be a nice spot right here for it. I think I've read that they don't like a lot of sun, but I've seen them in full sun. And in Michigan, we're not like Texas or somewhere where it's scorching. And of course, this tree does not like full sun either. Usually they like to be nestled kind of like in a wooded area scene so that they get like an afternoon shade. But anyway, this is what I'm starting on my new project. Just started getting some of the branches already cut. I had one here and here. And I got this leaf thing, and I have to say, this is pretty easy having this. So I'm glad I got it for my refuge bags. But anyhow, I thought I'd show you that, and I'll show you the end result when I'm done. So here's a little chainsaw my husband got me. I've used it on quite a few things. It's pretty easy to use. I think a lot of products are made for men and their hands, but I can push the trigger pretty good to get it going. So anyhow, I'm going to get rid of that stump now. I got it leaves or smaller branches and where the leaves were on all off, and now it's time to cut this down so that I can get that stump out. Okay, so we got the ground cover out and we got the steel cage out, which Steve is mushing together so it can go into the trash. And then I just need to re-dig a hole and now move my tree over here. Thanks for helping. I'm gonna get prepping this hole here. Put some amenities in here, some gypsum for this clay and some other biotone and stuff. And I keep finding some of my favorite little bulbs that keep falling in there, so picking those out as well.
Looks like it's coming out good for you.
It's coming. It's breaking a little bit up. Yeah, I'm doing this with flip-flops. I don't recommend that.
It's not good, safe shoveling practice, dear.
Wasn't quite sure I was going to do this right now. Oh, cut a root. This has not been in here very long. So, anyhow, we're getting there. Right here. One thing I'm hoping is I don't get it bare root. But I have transplanted bare root before. There's a root right here. There it goes. go. She's kind of in her hole here. I'm gonna fiddle with her a little bit and see if this is the right direction I want her to look. If it looks good from all angles, and we'll go look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, she looks pretty the way she's sitting. She's just a little crooked.
Yeah, just a tad crooked, pointing a little bit south.
Do you think maybe we should turn her a little bit to have these branches this way?
Perhaps.
Or should we leave it the way it is?
Well, it's pretty the way it is. Maybe we just need to level it up and call it good.
Okay, sounds good. So there she is. She's looking great. Got her pretty straight, at least in this area is the most important part, I think. That she's straight this way on that direction and this direction. But I just watered her in. I'm making sure she doesn't have any air pockets, which is like dirt, root, and air, and then dirt again. That will kill a tree. So you want to water it in really well. And you can take a shovel and just lightly poke around it to kind of get it in there quicker. I hate to do this because we had so much rain, but that is very important to do with a tree. Make sure no air pockets. Plus, I gave some biotone in there, which I think is just a great product, and some gypsum to try to get rid of some of this clay. This has always been a clay area, and I think it's when they built this house, they pushed a lot of the clay back on this part of the property, which was undeveloped at the time, back in like the late 70s. But anyhow, that's why this is so clayey here compared to the rest of my yard. Anyway, I'm doing that. I'm gonna let that soak in, and then I'm gonna put some chips on top. And it's a great time to do it as well because the sun is going down, and it'll have all night to recoup, and I'll just watch it to make sure she's not droopy-leaved. I can always get my nice big umbrella out and give her a day of umbrella time in the afternoon. So there she is from a distance. She looks like she's been there the whole time. Anyhow, tomorrow morning I'll do some more cleanup around her. Look at all my lilies blooming, and my echinacea. And my gay flowers are just starting to pop. I don't have as many this year. They seem to have dwindled, but they're right here. Over here I have my new echinacea and a new little grass that I planted. I have my balloon flower there blooming. It's just, oh my goodness. Foxgloves are pretty much done. They're down in the corner. And I'm hopeful, it looks like this hydrangea is actually going to bloom. This one I'm not sure yet. And I've been trying to fertilize them to see if they'll get going. But I'm not sure they will. They haven't yet so far in this garden. And here's a little bit from the other way. My other lily should start blooming, I hope, soon. And here's a little close-up of my balloon flower. I also have one of these up front. I got it from my mom. And then I have my Russian sage from Proven Winners. And it's very tiny. It didn't do well at all this winter, but it's come back compared to these. But these are just I guess more of a common, it says it's by Blue Label, but they really flop quite a bit. So I do have a tomato cage on this one. You probably see that. This one I don't have a tomato cage around it. I wanted to see how well it did. I did cut them down quite a bit, almost not quite to the ground, but real close to the ground. And they're just starting to bloom as well. They're so pretty. But I have to say, my lilies are really putting on a show. Look at all those buds. Whew. Let's see if I go over here. Aren't they just beautiful? Oh. Got a lot of these varieties from a friend. She was dividing, and I was lucky enough to get all these varieties from her. So, and it's funny, my pansies are doing pretty good too. I think it's because we've had a lot of rain. So I have seen a monarch butterfly around. It's not out today, but so pretty. It's my pawpaw tree we're going by. And there's my echinacea. Look how tall this is. I mean, it's about up to my chin. So tall, this one plant. It really is loving it. And here's my butterfly bush. And then I did some pruning the other day. I pruned my rosemary and got them a little bit more rounded. And in between there, I have my boxwoods. So I call this my swing garden because it's by my swing, or the fire pit garden because my fire pit's there. But it's doing so nice. My grasses here are doing okay. Ooh, I'm getting bit by a horsefly. That was a smarts. So anyhow, I just wanted to show you this little garden and how well it's doing. These are the lilies I'm waiting on to bloom. Do you think you know what kind they are? I'm really, really looking forward to those opening. Man, that's going to be a show. Leave a comment down below what you think that lily is going to be, what type and variety. So anyhow, I hope you have a great day and you enjoyed my flowers. There's one last look from this side. Oh, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and this was a little informative about my tricolored European beech and also my lilies that are back here that I showed off. They're just really gorgeous right now. And I wish you all a great day.